Hi. I feel like I haven't picked up the camera in so long. So today is Monday the 25th? We'll go with that. It's definitely not 25th. 22nd, 23rd. I don't know. Anyway, today's Monday, and as of yesterday, I am 6 weeks out. Oh my god. I feel like I've been so bad recently in terms of filming and documenting anything. But from now on, I'm going to do my best. I'm going to try and upload this one in the next few days, and then also do one on the weekend, because me and my partner are going to PCA Universe for the qualifiers show on Saturday. Yeah, so Saturday's the 27th. What day is it today? 27th, 26th, 24th, 23rd, 21st or 22nd. So yeah, that's the plan in terms of YouTube and documenting. But today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to talk you through what's been going on in the last few weeks that I haven't been on YouTube. What's changed, what my physique is like now, talk a bit about that. And then I put a Q&A up on Instagram, so I have some questions to go through on that. And then also I filmed one of my leg days over a week ago now, so I'll probably put some footage of that in then. And then hopefully I can upload another video later on this week, more of like a day in the life, and just showing you a little bit about what a PCA show looks like, because I'll be stepping on a PCA stage in 6 weeks time, baby. But as of right now, I can hear a fly and it's really affecting me. I hate flies, my worst nightmare. Stressful. But yeah, I've just been to Costa. If I show you, just been to Costa. I got one of them new cups. I'm so basic. It's because on the ward that I work on, they complain when you use these cups because they can tip onto documentation. So if they're gonna moan, I will have to invest in a beautiful cup. So this has made my day. It's the little things. I'm gonna sit out back now with my dog, and yeah, just chill out for a bit, and then I'll pick the camera back up in a bit, talk to you about what's been going on. Hey, baby. People who don't kiss their dog are toxic people. Mwah. Thank you. So yeah, let's talk a bit about what's been going on and what's changed. So now I'm 6 weeks out. So my weight this week finally broke under 140 pounds. So I was 139 pound this week, 139.1, I think, something like that. But that definitely wasn't my leanest this week. Like, I think I had 138 on the scales as well, but on checking I was 139. So it looks like we're going to be around 130 pounds for show day, which is exactly where coach wanted me to be. Cardio is now through the roof. 55 minutes 6 times a week. We're doing post-workout 30 minutes after every session, apart from conditioning day, which I do 45 minutes. I think that's more or less what it is. But yeah, I'm actually enjoying cardio, to be honest. I feel like when I do cardio at like 5 o'clock in the morning, I feel like I've achieved something for the rest of the day. So yeah, all positive. Food's dropped this week, so my rice is now gone. So for breakfast I get 1 egg instead of 2 eggs with protein powder pancakes. My post-workout snack, my mid-morning snack is no longer a protein shake. It's 90 grams of chicken with some spinach. Lunch is now chicken instead of mince, and no more rice. So again, spinach, asparagus, any sort of low-carb veg to go with that. And 200 grams of potatoes for food in the night with 108 grams of chicken. And then post-workout food is now 30 grams of oats with the protein powder rather than 40 grams of oats with the protein powder. So things are definitely changing. that literally did nothing. But yeah, see a few more lines in my legs. My delts are coming in very slowly. Like, I carry the most fat in my upper body, so if this is what I look like, and that's the place that I carry the most fat, then we're doing well. But yeah, I told coach when I checked in this morning, like, push me, like, I'm ready to be starved. And to be fair, she came back with a lot of changes. So yeah, everything's going in the right direction. We're 6 weeks out, 6 weeks to push more than I've ever pushed anything. That was my alarm going off. But yeah, I'm really excited for stepping on stage, because I used to do stage school when I was younger, and yeah, I like being on stage. But yeah, all is well, really. So I'm gonna have my Costa coffee that I still haven't had, because I just put it in the microwave. I think that's perfectly acceptable, to put a coffee or tea in the microwave, but some people have things to say about that. I know in work, when I put my cold coffee in the microwave, I get a lot of judgment. So I'm gonna have that, and then me and Missy are gonna watch some selling sunset in the garden, because it's 23 degrees in Wales, and we're gonna make the most of it. But yeah, have a lovely day, and I will do the Q&A a little bit later on, and then right now I'll post some clips of my last leg day that I filmed, and yeah, I'll see you later on. So I thought that I'd go through some of the questions that people asked me on Instagram. And because I'm not fancy and I don't film my YouTube videos with a camera, we have written them down on paper because I'm using my phone to record. So yeah, we'll just talk through what people have asked really, and I'll be as honest as I possibly can. So how many weeks into prep are you? Is the first question. So technically I'm 10 weeks into prep because I started at 16 weeks out, but we did like a 2-week diet phase before going into prep. So technically I've been 12 weeks in a deficit, but 10 weeks on like prep. So yeah, we're 10 weeks in, 6 weeks to go. Or 12 weeks in, 6 weeks to go. Let me just Missy! Let me just put the dog somewhere. Honestly, she just doesn't shut up. Anyway. And then next question was, why did you decide to compete? So probably because like I have a bit of an addictive personality. So when I started like going to the gym and like bodybuilding, and taking the gym quite seriously, I love to be like the best at everything. Not like, I know that I'm obviously not going to be the best like bodybuilder in the world, but like I have quite an obsessive personality, so I can't do anything by halves. So if I'm going to do something, I'm going to bloody do it. If I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. There's no ifs or buts. I'm quite like a dedicated person in that sense. That's probably why I do medicine and why I've dedicated the last like however many years of my life since I was like 12 to like revising and studying, and I suppose I carry that like addictive Missy, come here, addictive trait over into bodybuilding in the gym, so that's probably why. This dog, honestly, wait there. Why I've decided to compete is because that like physical challenge and like going against what your mind is telling you. So like you're literally starving and your mind is telling you to eat, and your mind's telling you to stop cardio and to stop training as hard, and then having that mental willpower to overcome those like challenges, and then like being able to like see those pictures forever of that time that like you accomplished something so incredible, I think is pretty cool. So that's probably why. Next question's a bit weird. What size feet am I? I'm a 5. I hope that was interesting for you. What have I found the hardest during prep? So, up until like up until about 2 weeks ago, everything was fairly easy. Obviously it's not nice being around like people that are not in bodybuilding or not prepping when they're like ordering takeaways, and my partner like loves a McDonald's and like constantly is eating donuts and cookies and things, and to be fair, it doesn't really bother me. Like, in fact, I prefer to be around it and choose not to have it than to like not be around it, and then when I am around it be like, oh, and then not be able to resist. So that's been a little bit hard, but I think in the last 2 weeks I started to get a little bit of brain fog. Like today, for example, I was supposed to have teaching at like 11 and I turned up at 1, thinking that that was the right time. So yeah, not the greatest, but luckily I have my last 2 weeks that I'll be on prep, I'm off work, so that's positive. Yeah, so next question was, am I an introvert or an extrovert? I suppose it depends who I'm with, who I'm around. I'm not the type of person that likes to be the centre of attention. Like, if there's a group of people, I'm definitely not the loudest in the room, 100%. And it takes a certain type of person for me to feel comfortable enough with, for me to like come out of my shell a bit, I suppose. So I suppose in that way I'm a little bit introverted, and like I get on with a certain type of person, and that's who I like to surround myself around. I'm not going to fake being someone's acquaintance or being someone's friend just to speak to somebody. I'm not that type of person. So introvert or extrovert, I think I'm probably an introvert, but equally I can like I can switch out of it for like work and things, like, and introduce myself and meet people, and that's obviously like a fake, like almost like a fake persona that I use to like push myself up my comfort zone. But yeah, introvert I go with, just because yeah, I definitely am not somebody that like will jump to answer questions first or like be the person to initiate conversations. Yeah, that's not me. But if you are in my circle, then I'm quite loud, I suppose. The next question was, who's my best friend? This is pointless me telling you two because no one's going to know any of these people, but yeah. I have a few best friends really. I have one's at home. I have a friend Kiana, if you're watching this, shout out to you, who I'm very close with. And then I have like my uni friends and like my medicine friends, like Catherine and Freya, and then Olivia as well. And then I suppose my best friend of all is my partner, because we gym together, we train together, he helps me prep my meals, and I suppose it's more important like during bodybuilding and during prep more than any other time, is having people around you who support you and who will like help you when you need it. Like for example, when I came home from cardio the other day, I hadn't timed my meals properly, so I was feeling like I was going to collapse and die, and I came home and my food was cooked for me, and he had done a candlelit bath for me, and little things like that really help when you're in the trenches. So yeah, I suppose, yeah, definitely surround yourself with a support system. What's my favourite drink? 100% hands down Lewis Hamilton Monster Energy at the minute, because I'm a sucker for low calorie drinks. To be fair, that's actually a lie. That's like my favourite drink when I'm having like, I have like once or twice a week, like, ooh, like mix it up, let's have a Lewis Hamilton Monster. But the drink that I'm obsessed with, and like I choose this over like, if there was a choice of like never eating dessert again, stop it now, come here, up. Never eating dessert again, which is, or never drinking this drink again, I choose never eating a dessert again. That's how much I love this drink. Pepsi Max Cherry. It is literally the only thing that has got me through this prep and dieting, and I love this drink. This over Pepsi Max. The Pepsi Max Cherry doesn't even compare to Coke Zero. There's a huge difference. People who say they can't tell the difference, you're a liar, or you have broken taste buds. Who was the last person I texted? Either my mum or James. Pretty simple really. Me and my mum are very close, so we text each other all the time, and James always texts James as well, so that's not very interesting for you. What's my favourite movie? Well, I love The Girl on the Train. Pretty mainstream, but love psychological thrillers. And the last like amazing film that I watched that I thought, ooh, this is definitely like going to be one of my favourite films, was the Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Absolutely love that film. It was the right amount of like thriller action, but also I was crying, so that together, perfect film for me. And then the last question, because I don't want to drag this out for too long, is will I compete again? Well, yeah, I'm addictive. I have addictive personality, so unless like I change personalities in the next 5 years, definitely I will probably compete again. I'm doing this prep right now because it's the ideal time for me to do a prep and diet and step on stage when I'm not working in the NHS and I'm not struggling as a junior doctor. So when I've like created a routine and I have more of like free time and things for me to like dedicate to a prep again, maybe then I'll step on stage, because I'm aware of the fact that like, even though I'm doing wellness, there's people with considerably more muscle mass and lower dominant halves than me, so I'm very aware of that. So yeah, so I hope if you haven't asked any of those questions, those answers were sufficient for you. Stop it now. I'm sorry about my dog. Stop it. And yeah, so I'll film again this weekend when I go to the PCA Expo, and I'm going to try and upload a lot more because things are changing day to day now, and I want you to be able to document this process, because I'm just very proud of myself. And to anybody else that's like a first timer or has any questions about bodybuilding prep, how I juggle everything, my dog, literally anything in the world, I'm happy to answer it. So either comment below or message me on Instagram. This is my Instagram name, gchildfit. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you soon, and I won't wait 4 weeks before I upload again.